Good afternoon, guys, and happy, what is today? Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. I am currently actually starting to brown some of the ground beef and ground turkey for making those freezer dinners that I told you guys about yesterday. And I said I would share with you guys sort of that today. I am going to make 11 freezer dinners in total. They're all real easy, like easy ones. I've been doing a little bit more, I don't know if you call it dump dinner elaborate, but you know, just like that kind of thing, just like more ingredients. These ones are all easy ones that I'm doing. I'm just doing, with the ground beef, I'm going to be making 5 freezer dinners. I'm doing three taco seasonings. I just got taco seasonings from Aldi. I'm doing tacos with, and then I'm also going to do 2 things of like meat with pasta in it. And so I got those on sale. I ended up getting 6 in total of these. And I normally use a jar and a half per freezer dinner just because I think that equals out well for the amount of like, what's that called? The amount of pasta that we normally use. So about a jar and a half. And so I got 3 to do the ones with the ground meat. And then I also got a different 3 to do, with the chicken. So I'm going to do 2 chicken pasta dinners, and then I'm going to be doing 4 barbecue chicken sandwich dinners as well, which the barbecue sauce I'm actually just going to put back in the pantry. I just normally write on it like, you know, that it's for dinner and to not use it or whatever. And so I have got 6 chicken breasts. I think it's about 6 pounds of 6 pounds of chicken breast, and I have a little over 4.5 pounds of ground meat in total. I have in here chicken or ground turkey. I have 1 pound of that I got for 99 cents at Jewel, not last week but 2 weeks ago, and then a 3.5, I think it was over 3.5 pounds of ground beef, or I think it maybe is ground chuck or something like that, from Caputo's this week. And so the ground turkey I froze though and set off to the side because I didn't know when I was going to get the next deal on it, and I wanted to do it as a big, throw it in with the ground meat as well, just because my mom's not a huge fan of ground turkey, but if it's mixed in with, again, 3.5 pounds of ground beef, you know, I think that it'll be pretty good for, you know, like equaling out, and not, can't taste it quite as much. So like I said, I'm doing 5 freezer dinners with that because it is just a little under 5 pounds in total. So with the meat sauce that I'm doing, I'll probably be a little under a pound, and then with the tacos, it'll probably be closer to a pound. So that's what I'm going to do. Like I said, I thought I'd share with you guys as I'm doing that. I just got done cleaning the bathroom. I edited already, uploaded, got dishes and laundry done this morning too. My goal for today is to finish making these freezer dinners and get them frozen. The ground meat is the only thing I have to pre-cook. The chicken breasts are all just going to be thrown into bags. With the barbecue sauce ones, I'm just throwing them straight into the bag. With the pasta sauce, I'm throwing them in a bag with some pasta sauce. And then, like I said, the ground meat stuff is the only ones I have to pre-cook, and then again, I'm just throwing that stuff in with the sauce and then the taco seasoning in the pot, and then cook that up and then throw it in a bag. And then, like I said, freezing it. So I'm doing super simple ones this week. Nothing super elaborate. And then I'm also, I wanted to make my grocery list for today, if I can get to it, and I also still need to water the plants, or at least check on them and see what needs to be watered. So yes, guys, that is what I am working on right now. So about 20 minutes in, and I've got, like I said, I wrote on these. These are gonna go back in the pantry, and then I've got the chicken breast all split up, and 4 bags of these. Again, I'm just gonna cook those. I think it's normally low for like 6 to 8 hours, high for 3. I think it's like more 3 to 5 hours, depends. And then again, I'll just cook those in the slow cooker, and then I'll add these when they're done. So these go back in the pantry. And then what I've got going over here is, this is, again, maybe a little under, maybe about 1.5 pounds, a little over 1.5 pounds of what's it called, you know, the ground meat along with the pasta sauce. I still have one jar that wasn't able to fit in there, so I'm just going to split that up once I actually pour it into the bag. And then I'm going to put these in bags, and then over here I've got going, I need to mix that in, the taco seasoning. So these are all the pasta ones with the pasta sauce. I've got the 2 chicken ones over here, and then the ground meat ones that are over here. And each bag has about a jar and a half of pasta sauce, about a half of a pound, or I guess like 3/4 of a pound of the ground meat, and then this one's got about a pound of chicken breast in it. And so I'm gonna get all this stuff out to the freezer. I'm gonna let this sit. This is all of the taco meat. I'm gonna let this sit and cool because obviously you can see how hot it is right now. So I'm gonna let this just cool down. I started I think at maybe close to 215, and so I'm actually just gonna clean up a little bit of the mess that I have, which isn't much, and like I said, get these ones out to the freezer, let this cool maybe for about like 20 minutes to a half an hour, and then bag the stuff, and then I will be done, guys. Like I said, this ended up taking me really no time at all, maybe about, again, half an hour to maybe about an hour, and then I can do something else while this is cooling. I feel like cleanup is always actually what takes the most time here, because again, I got mess all over the place and dishes to do. Last up, we've got the 3 taco meats in there, and these ones are so easy, guys. I love doing the taco meat just because I can cook it in the small, like a small slow cooker, like an appetizer sized one, you know, and they cook really fast too, especially if you cook them on high. If you cook them on low even too, like if I woke up really late one day or totally forgot to put something in the slow cooker, I can always run out and grab either taco meat or like sloppy joes too, kind of the same thing because it's already pre-cooked. I just basically have to you know, just cook it in the little slow cooker and it's ready in just a couple hours. Again, these, I figured, I did the math, I think it comes out to being somewhere between probably 25 and 30 bucks for doing all 11 of the freezer dinners, which again are more simple sort of freezer dinners, I guess. They don't have a lot of elaborate, you know, ingredients in there, really. Not any fresh vegetables or anything like that thrown in there either. And, you know, it's about that much, but then too, like on the days when we do tacos, we also have to pay for, obviously, you know, the tortillas, the cheese, the lettuce, tomatoes, all that kind of stuff, you know, all the fixing for tacos and stuff like that. But that's normally stuff we have on hand anyway, so that's why I don't have to go out of my way to buy something like that. And you know, the same with like the pasta ones that I made. Those we almost always have pasta on hand as well, and so again, that stuff figures into being, you know, a little bit more money. And you know, when we do the barbecue chicken, normally we do them on sandwiches, so we'll need like a pack of hamburger buns or whatever. So again, these ones are super simple, easy ones. Again, lately I've been doing a little bit more elaborate, you know, more ingredients, I guess, than just like taco meat and stuff like that. Although I did do that. That's normally my go-to, is like taco and sloppy joes if I get ground beef on sale. And it's normally a crowd pleaser though, that's why I can just, everybody likes that. And again, the same with normally like pasta stuff too. But again, they were super simple, fast ingredient recipes, but lately I've been doing ones that are a little bit more elaborate, or more like heavy on the meat too, like, because obviously just a chicken breast shredded up, one chicken breast, you know, divided up by, you know, a couple people, is only giving you a little bit. So I've been doing more that are like, again, heavier on the meat, where it's like a chicken breast pretty much per person, you know, instead of, again, sort of like mixed into something like a casserole sort of thing, or a you know, like I said, like a pasta or ground meat or something like that. So yeah, guys, like I said, it was pretty, I think, cost efficient for 11 freezer dinners. And again, these ones I went with were all the very simple ones for this week. The ground beef was $1.99 a pound. I got that little thing of turkey breast, or the ground turkey, for 99 cents at Jewel with like their coupon and stuff like that. I got a the chicken breast was $1.29 a pound. Those pasta sauces were only 99 cents each. The barbecue sauces, I think that they were maybe 75 cents or like maybe $1.88 or something like that. I know I never buy them when they're over $1, so I know that they were definitely under $1. And then the taco seasoning is like, you know, probably, I think it's honestly under 50 cents per package at Aldi. I think it's like 25 or, you know, 33 cents or something like that. And I know I could make my own like, you know, cheaper, but I just ended up going with that. And then also too, let's see what else was there included in that. I think that was pretty much it. Again, like I said, it was probably right around, I think the meat in total was a little bit over $15, which is obviously normally the more expensive part. And so the other ingredients I think were about 10 bucks in total. So again, somewhere between like 25 to 30 bucks. And again, those are all, you know, since I made pretty much the same recipes of a couple of them, it's not stuff we're going to be eating this week or anything like that. In fact, tonight I'm going to do breakfast for dinner that I'm going to make. And then the you know, we have, like I said, the other ones that I've been doing that are a little bit more, you know, we did a Tex-Mex thing last night, and I've got sausage too, I think, out there for, you know, like, you know, sausage and peppers. I've got you know, some, like I said, some of the other ones too that I have frozen. I can't think of any of them off the top of my head now too, but I think there's a difference, like some type of, like, it was sweet aromatic chicken or something like that, that was like a creamy sort of like chicken. And again, there's a couple other, I think I have lemon chicken out there, and then too I have, again, pretty much like ground meat wise is taco meat, sloppy joes. And then I did try a different one with a I think it was cheeseburger pasta or something like that, that is like cheese and like a can of cheese soup, tomato soup, and then ground beef, and then you add it over pasta, so it's like a cheeseburger mac sort of thing, you know, or like hamburger helper sort of, I guess. But I have one of those too. Again, I haven't really gotten into a whole lot of like what to do differently with like ground beef and stuff like that. I need to find some other recipes that I've been going through lately with my recipe books. Again, I told you guys I was sort of organizing some of those recipes, and so those ones that I've been going through, I've been finding a couple more recipes that I can adapt to make into freezer dinners. But right now, when I normally see ground beef on sale, those are normally sort of my go-tos. It's either like pasta, sloppy joes, or taco meat. So again, I'm gonna try and, like I said, step outside my comfort zone a little bit and look up some other recipes as well. The other thing too is that I could do is just freeze like a full pound of ground beef and then defrost it when I need to use it for a recipe that is like, you know, something else that is more like of a fresh sort of dinner. I keep forgetting to do that. Normally I'm just like, oh, I'll just grab this out of there, instead of thinking like, oh, I can defrost this and make this tomorrow. That's, you know, something like a shepherd's pie or something like that, because you can't really freeze shepherd's pie. Potatoes don't freeze really well. I mean, maybe unless you did it without the, you know, the potatoes and you just add it over the top later. But you know, like I said, like something like that. And I don't always think to, like, you know, make something like that or freeze the ground beef or whatever it is that I'm using separately. So again, I think I'm gonna start looking into that a little bit more often. We also have some pork chops, I think, out in the freezer that we do for like grilling, that are just like in teriyaki sauce, or like sort of just, I don't know if it's teriyaki sauce. It's normally some type of like marinade. So anyways, guys, yeah, I'm gonna go actually eat right now. Then I'm gonna start dinner, and then I am going to, I think the Cubs game is on tonight at around 5 o'clock. So that is what I am gonna be up to for probably the rest of the afternoon. I think I'm gonna sort of wrap up today's vlog. It's only 9 o'clock, probably go to bed in about an hour and a half or so. I am actually gonna go work on my my lesson thing that I have to do. And then also too, I might, if I can try, the only thing I didn't get finished on my planner for today was I did not do my grocery list. That was the only thing I didn't get to. So if I can do it today, or if I can finish it tonight, that'd be great. But honestly, I can probably do it tomorrow, just because I had a lot of stuff that I was trying to jam in for one day. Normally I do it on Tuesdays, just because that's when I get my sales papers. So that's what I had all written out. And like I said, I was assuming that I would probably do that, but I was thinking yesterday I'd do the freezer dinner, so then when I had to change it to today, you know, so like one day behind now. But that just might be what I wind up doing then tomorrow. I have the kitchen to clean tomorrow, but it is pretty much all picked up and everything like that. For dinner tonight though, guys, talk about, again, doing cheap dinners and stuff like that. I ended up making a French toast bake, and ended up doing it with Valley Produce, not this last week, but the week before that. They had Cinnabon bread, was on sale for $1.99. It was 12 slices. So what I ended up doing was, you guys can see that's soaking in the sink. I used one of the big baking dishes and layered 6 pieces, and then threw some eggs, just like eggs, a little bit of milk. I think I used 9 eggs in total, a little bit of milk, and some cinnamon as well in there, and then just sort of mixed it all up and then threw it over the egg bake, you know, sort of like an egg bake, but a French toast bake, and then threw the other, you know, I made sure that all the bread was well coated in the, you know, in the bread, or the bread was well coated in the eggs, and then threw in the oven. I think it was with covered 350 for half an hour. And that ended up being the eggs too. I didn't use a full dozen eggs, but normally I've been getting them for like 50 cents or so each. So I made dinner for tonight pretty much for under $2, or for pretty much for under $3, because I also ended up doing as a side dish, just like potatoes. Did cut up some red potatoes, which again, probably I got for a 2-pound bag for like $1.50, or 3-pound bag. Normally I think that's what it's sold in, for like probably $2 or something like that, or $1.50. So again, that was probably like about $1 or so. And then just drizzle some olive oil over that and a little bit of salt, and then threw that in the oven first for 30 minutes at 350. Then I ended up putting the French toast bake in there as well. So I cooked the potatoes for a total of an hour at 350, and the egg bake, French toast bake, whatever, for an hour, or for half an hour at 350. So again, dinner tonight was like not even, I don't think, $4 plus two. We cut up, which we didn't even totally eat, but we had some watermelon, and honeydew melon, and blueberries, strawberries, but we didn't finish all of that. So again, there we have leftovers of all that stuff in the refrigerator. So I mean, that was literally dinner tonight. So again, guys, I did super simple, easy stuff for dinner tonight, but that wasn't using up any freezer dinners or anything like that, you know. So again, like the ones that I've been making and stuff like that, we don't have those every single night or use them or stuff like that. So again, I got that bread because I wanted to do French toast one day over this last weekend, and totally forgot. And then again, there's not everybody's home in the mornings, not everybody's up early enough in the morning, so I was like, let's do breakfast for dinner. So we ended up doing French toast bake with a, like, you know, breakfast potatoes, and also like I said, some fruit to go along with it. So it was, like I said, breakfast for dinner, and everybody liked it too. They said it was really good. The only thing, guys, I totally forgot to spray the which is why it's soaking in the sink right now. I told you guys about yesterday how I was like, you know, I always leave my stuff soak overnight. I tried to scrub it at first, and I was like, I'm just gonna have to let this soak, because I totally spaced out and forgot to spray it. So I did lose a slight little like bit of the bread that ended up sticking to the bottom of the baking dish, because I forgot to spray it first, because I was layering out the bread first to figure out how many were gonna fit and if I had enough, and then I forgot to spray it because I already had the bread in. And then I poured the stuff over, and like I said, totally forgot about that. So that's why that is soaking right now. But anyways, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.